Hey friends, welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing one of the top concerns that beginner Etsy print-on-demand sellers have when pricing their products. You know, a lot of times we take a look at other Etsy listings, other competitors on Etsy, and we see that their prices are really low, and it makes us wonder, how are they even getting a profit from selling these items at such a low price, and how can I compete with such a low price? So first I want to show you an example of what I'm talking about. So here we have a glass tumbler. This has sold 17 times in the last 24 hours, and I'm going to show you that they have made an estimated monthly revenue of over $37,000, and the listing has only been up for 4 months. This is selling like hotcakes. As you can see, they're selling it for $7. So how does one make a profit on this item? When we come into PRINTIFY, we can see that PRINTIFY is selling this item for $9.83, and that's even before the shipping price. So this is a common question that I get with print-on-demand sellers, is how can I compete against these other Etsy listings that are selling their items for so much less? This is a common misconception that scares people away from selling their products on Etsy. So in today's video, I'm going to take that weight off your shoulders and show you that this is actually a sales tactic that some Etsy sellers use to make their products look less expensive. Okay, so we're back to this listing. So we're going to take a look at the drop-down tab. This is where the customer chooses their birth month or their birth flower. And as you can see, for each month, the price next to it is $13.75. The only part of this drop-down tab that is $7 says no print, meaning that they would get a blank glass tumbler, which nobody wants. They clicked on this listing because they want the personalized name and birth flower, right? So the thing is, Etsy shows the lowest price from the drop-down tab on the listing. Now, some of you still might be saying, well, $13 still isn't a good profit margin with the price that I'd be paying PRINTIFY to make the products for me. So diving down even further, we can see that the cost of their shipping is $18.45. So that's now $18.45 plus the $13.75. That makes more sense, right, for a profit margin that they deserve. It just doesn't look like that on the listing initially to the customer's eyes. So let's use EVERBEE's profit calculator to see how much this seller is actually making. So I'm gonna come up here next to listing details. You can easily access the profit calculator right here, open calculator. And by the way, if you want to try out EVERBEE for free, there is a link in the description below. And then if you enjoy using EVERBEE, I'll put another link beneath that to where you can buy 1 month, get the next month free of the growth plan. So let's take a look. So their sales price is $28, but they actually have a sale on it, which is bringing it to $13.75. So let's change this. This is the cool thing about the profit calculator, is you can plug and play. And then their shipping price was $18.45. And I'm not going to put a discount on it. All right, so it's saying that the cost of their item is $11.20, and that the cost to ship the order is $4.50. So that might be the setup that they have. Let's just calculate this and see. All right, so if that information is correct about the cost of their item and the cost for shipping, then they are making a net profit of $12.99, which is a 40% profit margin, which is really good for print on demand. I always say to aim for 30 to 40% profit margin. So this makes sense. Now, personally, I myself would not like to be tricked into buying a product with this sales psychology. Is it working for them? Yes. Do I recommend using this sales tactic? No. However, totally do as you'd like if this is something you'd like to test out on your own products. But I like to price my products so that my customers know exactly what they're getting and for how much. There's no surprises. I'm gonna show you how I use the profit calculator to price my products. Okay, so I like to aim for anywhere between $8 and $10 profit. So let's say I change this sales price to $24.99 and I'm going to do maybe shipping $3.99. I'm not going to put a discount on this one. And then we need to change the cost of the item. So I'm going to Printify, and they are selling this for $9.83. So I'm going to change this, $9.83. And then the shipping is $6.39. $6.39. And then calculate. And as you can see, now there is a net profit of $9.56, which is a 32.99% profit margin. It's above that 30%, like I said. So I think that this would be a really great price to price these to where you are getting the profit margin that you deserve. If you're okay with going lower, sometimes I suggest you could start a product out at making like $5 profit. And then as it starts to make sales, you can up the price of your product so that you continue to get a higher profit margin. But initially you can price them a little bit lower. But basically this is how I plug and play to find the profit margins that I am looking for with my print-on-demand products. But back to the whole reason for this video. Never let your competition discourage you to lower your prices or your standards of your Etsy shop. Price your products to get the profit margin that you deserve. You are creating in-demand, trendy, beautiful products with optimized SEO, reasonable prices. People will buy your products. I hope that this video helped clear up this common print-on-demand worry. And so that I know that you watch this video all the way till the end, let me know what your favorite dessert is. Of course, like and subscribe to keep this content coming. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.